I knew in that moment I would never be the dad I dreamed of. It was a cold, overcast evening, late May. I was handing my son to his mom before heading home for the evening, and I said something simple but strong. If we're going to split, I still want to be our son's dad half the time. I love him. He should have that. She laughed at me, dismissive, cold. That's not how it works, Zach. You'll see. You're not going to see him again until you get a lawyer that makes me let you. That moment broke something inside of me, and it lit a fire that's never gone out since. Because I realized in that moment, I was now in a fight for my son's life. And I had no idea just how brutal it would be. From day one, I was a great dad to my son. Loving, committed, present. I even made him on the day he was born his own email address so I could track and memorize all the great things we did together. But suddenly, I was treated like a criminal, or worse, like I was guilty until proven capable. I don't know then what I know now, but this system is rigged. The state profits off keeping dads away from their kids. Title 4D money from the federal government gives them incentive to withhold, divide, and drain. It's not about the best interest of the child. That phrase is a lie. It's state-sponsored gaslighting because what's really in the child's best interest doesn't pay. But my trial dragged on for 3 years, and I guarantee I paid. 3 years of fighting just to be a father. 3 years of punishment from a judge who ruled against me 3 separate times, so I'd be forced to appeal all 3. That's the game, right? That's the playbook. They target you, abuse their discretion, and hide behind their immunity. And they don't care about the kids they destroy in the process because if they did, they wouldn't do it. But I never quit. They could steal my time. They could drain my finances until I was broke. They could take me until the end and try to break my spirits. But I made one decision, and I made it permanent. I will be the greatest influence in my son's life. I learned, I trained, I healed, I planned and built and gave everything I had day in and day out, moment after moment, not just to survive, but to lead. Because to be the lighthouse my son could always see, no matter how dark the storm was, I visualized our future even when I was only seeing him a few hours a week. I journaled. I studied child development. I rewired how I responded, how I listened, and how I led. I made every single moment with him count. I built a rhythm of impact because even the system limited my time, it would never limit my love or my leadership. Was I perfect? No, I am not perfect. I never claimed to be perfect, but I choose to live in excellence. I learn quickly, shift powerfully, and reflect deeply. To cherish every moment and to let every challenge sharpen me. I push myself in every domain of my life, mentally, spiritually, physically, because my son is watching, and I will not give him a broken model of a man. I give him grace for the misses, and I take the hits and I turn them into fuel for my life. This is how I lead, and this is how I father. So if you're out there right now and you're on the edge, if you're thinking of quitting, if you're believing the lie that you don't matter and your kids don't need you, if you've been told that your kids don't need you in their lives and they'd be better off without you, well, hear me. All right, guys? They need you more than ever. And you need this fire and you need this fight because if you stay in it, if you give it your all, if you rise every time you're knocked down, you won't just survive. You'll become the greatest version of a man you never knew existed. You will become the father your kids dream of and need so desperately in their life. And I'm going to be honest, it was horribly painful and crushing, the experience. But I would never trade the man I am today to go back to the man I was before it all happened. Because I needed that fire in my life to become this father that I am today. The struggle carved me into something that I am. The heartbreak built emotional muscles. The rejection taught me resilience. And the moments with my son, they made it all worth it. And I wouldn't change a thing. Now, if this spoke to your soul, hit the like button, guys. Share with another dad who needs the fire. Subscribe and ring the bell because I've got 30 days of Dad God Fuel on the way. And if you're ready to build your legacy like your life depends on it, then join my Dad God Bootcamp. The link's below. I'm Zach Martin, and I've been through the fire, and I'll see you tomorrow.